Hey everybody, how you doing? Just thought I'd spend a bit of the late morning with y'all. See how everybody was. It's been still being a crazy time out there, but you know, it's getting better. It's getting better. Oh, geez. Well, that's some overexposure. Look at that shit right there. Apparently, let's all right, maybe that'll help us out a bit. Yeah. Whew. It's a little less overexposed. But bam. Oh boy. Yeah, it is a surprise stream. Definitely surprised. It's not like we did not, in fact, like announce it. We just did it. Oh boy. Hey, Cat Hermit, Rachel the Furball Druid, Hobo Joe. And there's no audio. I think that's on your end, dude. Just belch right into the mic. It'll fucking happen. What I miss? Not much. Not much yet. Yeah, I just thought I'd hang out with. Just thought I'd see how everyone was doing. Hang out a bit. I was feeling a little like. I don't even know. Huh. I don't even fucking know. Screech died apparently, and you know, so did my friend Paul. You know, he died last night of a heart attack. It wasn't completely unexpected. The guy was like a really serious alcoholic. You know. You know, he could be a right bastard too. So I don't even know. So, but you know, he could be a right bastard. And, you know, but I'll miss him for the guy he was when we were friends. Yeah. Yeah, it's rough, but I mean, like, oh, you've all experienced it, I'm sure. And if you haven't, hey, hang around life long enough, it'll happen. Yeah. You know, yeah, it does suck, but like, you know, not sure what to do. I just oh boy. Yeah, let's not do that. Hey. Yep, this is the room in daylight. Still a little dark because apparently the exposure on the camera, the automatic exposure on the camera, this is what it gives you. Hey, Baron. What's up? Actually, I've been playing World of Warcraft right now. I bought Medium, so I might play that at some point. You know. I really thought I'd just start the day seeing how everyone was. He assumed I was a vampire. Well, the world is a vampire. The weather is... it's kind of weird. It's like, it's bright, but we also got a lot of clouds today, so it's like bright gray. Yeah. I was really loving Cyberpunk 2. I just like got distracted and started playing other things. Yeah, I'm a daywalker. Ooh. Just like Blade, you know? Except whiter. You know. I think I'm definitely whiter than fucking Wesley Snipes, so. I know there's a blizzard on the East Coast. So I knew a lot of people were fucking like trapped inside. Well, I mean, we're all trapped inside with nothing to do, right? But like now you like double trapped. You know, that's not a good feeling. You don't wanna fucking deal with that. Fucking bullshit. You know? That's some fucking bullshit. Why do you want to deal? You don't want to deal with bullshit. Bullshit is bullshit. Come on. No, just go to the dashboard, bitches. Yeah, you finished Cyberpunk and it's a good alpha? Yeah, that's what I've heard. That is what I've heard. Alright, yeah, let's go to the chat. But yeah, I know what the instructions are, bitch. Just fucking manage themes. Lightspeed widget. Alright. Install that shit. That's a Prime thing. Oh, fuck you. Twitch. Do we have a YouTube set? Do. Clean. Box. Twitch. Old school. What's old school look like? We got save settings. See how that look. Oh, geez. No, that is terrible. We gotta stop that immediately. That is bullshit. All right. Yeah, Prestige Project Red did have a PR nightmare for the last couple of months. It was all bad. All bad. We all died and got sent to purgatory. Yeah, sometimes it feels like that. Sometimes it does actually feel like that. Bonk. And sometimes it feels like it's all fucking going downhill, man. It's all fucked up. What do you do? Now the answer is I'm really not sure. Really not sure. No real idea. Ah. All right. That looks good enough for now. Jeremy Jenkins is like, oh, snap, burn. Yeah, I know. So yeah, a little bummed out that, like, you know, another old friend from back in the day is, you know, no longer with me. You know, they're gone. Feels weird. You know, feels weird. You know, I gotta admit, I didn't even like really fucking have any ideas coming on. Like, you know, it wasn't like, hey, let's play a video game. It was like, hey, how's everyone doing? Hail Saint, Mr. Zitwer. Oh, oh man. Jeez. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's just one of those like this is one of those things, you know, like it's kind of weird because like some guys I've known have gone down a really self-destructive path. You know, I mean that shouldn't be too fucking surprising because I mean, like, you know, people do that. Um, but you know, it is a little you know, it is a little upsetting. It's a little upsetting. You know, I don't like watching. You know, I don't like watching my friends like just fucking die. You know, I don't think anyone does, but you know, like what do you do? You just get to a certain time in your life, and like mm, people start dying, man. We've had a rise of people drinking themselves to death. Oh, I'm not. Yeah, I believe it. I believe it. You know, don't have to convince me of that. That seems like that seems like that's pretty evident. Oh man. Whew. You know, you know, sometimes Paul wasn't always the best guy. He was kind of. There were times he was just a chauvinist asshole. You know how to put it. He did not. Some boys in this life do not get women, and he was one of them. I don't know how else to put that. You know, I mean, I could try to find like a nicer way to put it, but no, no. I'll tell you who he was. You're not gonna lie. You know, like, he had problems with women. Doesn't mean I hated him, but you know, it was one of them things about him. Like if you hung out with him, there'd always be a point which was like, dude, don't get into one of these fucking arguments. Don't get into one of these sexism arguments again. Oh my fucking god, dude! Like, stop it. Stop causing a problem. You know, like that would always happen. That would always happen. You know, it's like, oh well, fucking Paul insulted a woman. That means it's about time to end the part. Means the party's over. You know, does Trump get to represent himself as a client? Yeah, I am up pretty early. How are you doing, John? You watch your dad's late girlfriend die slowly right in front of me? Oh, yeah. Yeah, there's something particularly brutal about alcoholism. You know, something particularly brutal about it. Yeah. Hey, Anastasio, how you doing? Yep, we fucking did a vlog on Psycho Gorman. It was really good. Just woke up, so unsure. Oh, do you want to chat for a bit? I mean, after you get pants on and shit. I mean, you know, 'cause I could use it. I don't know if you were here for that, but like, you know, someone else I know, like, fucking, like, passed last night around 3 a.m. So I was talking about him. You know, I was talking about him. I was talking about how I love the guy that I knew, but man, he could be a jerk to some other people. You know, yeah. My friend Paul Every died last night. Died of a heart attack. Well, he had the heart. he was declared dead at 3 a.m. And yeah. He died of a heart attack that was brought on by complications due to alcoholism. Like clearly. Like clearly. He was like, I think he was like 57. Like not that old. Not really. Actually, I don't even know if he was that old. He might have only been like in his early 50s. But there's a whole group of friends that I have that like kind of went down a bad alcoholic path. And they're all ruining their lives in similar but separate ways. So it's kind of nice to know that that one's coming to an end. Let's see. Jesse is asleep, but I'm free all afternoon. You can call me later. You're more happy to. Okay. Yeah, no problem. I understand. Yeah. So I was just thinking about it. It was like, it's hard to express your affection for someone who you liked, but you didn't like all of them. It's like, I liked Paul, but I didn't like all of it. Because he would do some stupid fucking shit. He would say some stupid fucking bullshit. To the point where it would just be like, dude, fucking, what is even your problem, man? Not a Trump supporter, but he was like one of those, he was a white guy. I'll say that. He's definitely a white guy by American standards. Even though he was Scottish, so everything that was him when he like helped us, when he would help people out, when he would be there, when he would dress up as fucking Zardoz or some shit, that stuff's all great. Whatever demons were fucking haunting him that made him have problems with women and not really understand like the world outside of whiteness sometimes. He was that classic guy where I would be hard pressed to say, like, I would be hard pressed to say that he was actually racist, but you did not bring up Black Lives Matter in front of him. You know what I mean? Well, better way of saying it. He may have been racist, but I don't think he wasn't hateful. He was a little racist. He was a little racist. But I don't think that he hated it. I don't think that he hated people based on it. I think he just like had a lot of stupid ideas about the way things fucking worked. Which is too bad, because I mean that is kind of the thing that's one of the things that would drive people away from him. Excuse me. Stomach full of coffee. Yeah, it's a bit of I'm not racist, but bit of that. But like I said, he didn't fucking hate anybody. I never saw him do anything fucking like purely hateful. I saw him like say stupid shit when he was drunk and angry. But he had a lot, but like I said, he had a lot of those like dumb ideas that you fucking just kind of absorb through osmosis. When you're like a white guy who really looks like a white guy. No, he didn't believe in Jewish space lasers. He didn't believe in anything like that. One thing I could definitely say about Paul is that he was not anti-Semitic. And he was not a QAnon nut by any stretch of the imagination. He thought that whole thing was fucking retarded. Paul Every, not Paul Allen. Paul Allen's still alive. He's still with us. You know, that was for Flashman's edification, because both me and him know another guy named Paul. That guy's still alive, as far as I know. You know, like, I haven't heard anything otherwise. But Paul Every, aka Zardoz, he passed last night. Hey, Odin, what's up? I was talking about how weird it is to, like, fucking lose someone that you liked, but you had, like, someone you liked, but you had some problems with, you know? Like, let's put it this way. You didn't invite that guy to an Oakland cookout. He wasn't going to be mean, but he was going to fucking put his mouth so far up his mouth it was coming out of his ass. You know, where you're just like, no, dude, I just need you to not say this shit. You know, it's like, well, I'm not racist. I know you're not racist like that, but, like, dude, what you're doing is kind of racist, pretty racist, so fucking stop it. You know, I know you don't hate nobody, but good God, do you talk like an idiot. He'd do that all the time. And, oh my God, anytime, like, a female friend was like, I don't like being around Paul Every, I was like, oh, I know. You know, what are you hanging out with him for? It's like, I've known this guy forever. You know, I've known this guy forever. You know, so I'm here to, when I'm around him, I'm at least here to say, I think that's fucking stupid, dude. You know, you feel this on such a level right now, it's disturbing. Oh, yeah. Was he interested in misanthropy? Oh, yeah, he was a complete misanthrope. He was a self-described misanthrope. You know? You know, he was a self-described misanthrope. He hated a bunch of fucking people. Like, you know, but I mean, like, not based on ethnicity, though. Not even automatically based on gender, although that one got a little dicey, you know? It's like I was saying, like, you could tell he had some demons running around his head about women. It was like, dude, I'm gonna need you to not. I'm gonna need you to just not. You know, are we talking about Manson? No, we're talking about my friend Paul Every, who passed last night. You know, amazing Nazi hater, though. Amazing Nazi hater. Like, this guy, he hated Nazis, he hated fascism in all its forms, and that's probably one of the reasons, like, we stayed friends despite everything else, because, like, you know, once you've been in some street fights with a guy, you tend to bond with them. I mean, we weren't, like, fighting each other, but, like, oh, man, you know, you know, that kind of history, you know, it's hard to forget. That's another thing I gotta say for Paul. Like, always, that guy. So he was like super communist dude. This is the other thing that was interesting about him. He's a super communist guy. You know, super UK communist guy. He would kill me if I said British. That's how Scottish he was. And it's like He was always like, Irish, I could probably let slide, but British, no, fuck you. uh, but yeah. Like, as far as like communism, he put his money where his mouth is. Like that, this guy was a fucking like. This guy was in the riots in Britain during the Thatcher era and all that shit. So when you look out and you see some of those like protests, especially some that got a little like, got a little violent because, fuck Margaret Thatcher. He might be in that shot somewhere. He might. I mean, you probably couldn't recognize him because he'd probably be like 15 in those pictures or something, but oh man. Yeah, so I'm gonna miss that. I'm gonna miss the guy despite all my misgivings about him. Still gonna miss him. It's like, it's so funny to think about what really bonded us all together, like how we all really met and understood each other. Oh yeah, he totally celebrated Thatcher's death. He danced on her. He danced on her grave as best he could from fucking 5,000 miles away. Man. Oh, bad. Hey, Maggie Thatcher, you're all right. Thanks to you, I sleep at night. You keep getting safe. You're a very special lady. Oh, fucking Thatcher, man. All right, talk to you later, Flashman. But yeah. This is the kind of dude. This is the kind of dude he was, and just kind of thinking back, recollecting, and realizing. And one of the things that brought us all together was that particular group of friends was science fiction and fantasy. Believe it or not. That was like a common thread through everybody. We all read like I haven't actually read a novel in a very long time. I used to read them pretty regularly, but I don't know what happened. I just sort of lost my taste for it. I don't exactly know why. But like used to all the time, like in my teens and early 20s, read quite a bit. And that was one of the things that fucking bonded a lot of us together, which is we were all like science fiction and dark fantasy fans. And we all read the same, we would always end up reading the same shit. But someone had always like found something else that the others hadn't. And one of the big nexus points for fiction in the area was a friend of ours, a girl named Allegra. She really brought a whole bunch of fucking people together, because I don't know how to put it other than that girl loved to hang out with people. She's still with us. I just haven't seen her in a while because I think she moved to Colma, which isn't too terribly far away, but is like kind of far enough. You're reading the Vampire Chronicles from the beginning, anthropomantic. Yeah. It's just that's good for a little bit. About halfway through Queen of the Damned, you could probably be like, "Oh my fucking god!" Let's see. Hannah H. Thomas says, "I'm from Liverpool and half Glaswegian, so I have reasons to hate Thatcher, but try to only go by what I know, like her actions towards the LGBT plus group." Oh, dude. Yeah, like, no, if you want your blood pressure to rise, look into all she fucking did. Your brain will fucking explode out the top of your head. Oh, you're reading Drawing Blood by Poppy Z. Bright? aka Billy Martin at this point. Yeah, I read that. I read that when that first came out. I read that in like a day. It was weird. It was like one of the only books that I read in like a 24-hour period. Um, yeah, and of course, like we're talking about vampires, and so like everyone's bringing up like Vampire Queen from Resident Evil Village, which I mean, I hear you. Have I read any Thomas Ligotti? No. Oh, but wait, he was actually asking someone else. Okay, never mind. What was the last book I read? The last book? Let's see. The last actual like text I think was this one, Book of the Fallen by Martin McGregor, but it's not a novel. Satanic Theory, Ethics, and Practice. That was the last actual book I read. I think before that, I haven't read this one. Miss Mesopotamia, I haven't read from cover to cover. I have not read cover to cover, but I have read sections of it. But this is way more of a. This is a way more academic work. Like, so it really takes it takes some going through. Do you think the next Vampire Bloodlines is going to be another cyberpunk with bloodsuckers? I don't know what they're going to do for the next fucking... I know they're having a lot of trouble with it. So much trouble that before that comes out, they're supposed to be putting out some sort of arena fighter. Which sounded really dumb until I saw the trailer. And when I saw the trailer, I found myself going, actually, I think I kind of want to play this. See if I can find that. That's Bloodlines 2. No. Oh, what was that fucking thing? God damn it. Now I'm an asshole because I'm like, fuck, I can't even remember the name of the damn thing. Let's see. Vampire Arena Fighting Game White Wolf. Combat system. No, not Street Fighter. God damn it. Well, what if I put in trailer? Or if the Vampire the Masquerade Battle Royale. That's what the dang thing is called. Alright, let's get this up here. Like, this thing looks really stupid, but like, it looks like it might actually be fun at the same time. Alright. Alright, here we go. Yeah, I have no idea. Yeah, will you survive the streets of Prague? Dude, oh man, some of these comments are priceless. No, a single person asked for this. Yeah, that's true. Win a vampire battle royale fighting out the unbreak rules of the masquerade. Shut up. Let me put it this way. No, I mean, let's be honest. This game could suck. In fact, there's quite a large margin of potential suckitude that could happen, but I find myself strangely interested. Yeah, Game of You is great. Like, Game of You is great, and in a That's also like a big. If you're transgender, that also tends to be a really important story. Yeah, it's there's something about watching a Barbie doll fucking try to be something other than a Barbie doll that is just kind of endearing. Yeah. I don't. Yeah, exactly, Baron. I'm like, no. I mean, this is dumb. Yeah, it looks really dumb. But eh, yeah, it's basically Vampire the Masquerade just going like, fuck it. Underworld ripped us off. We'll rip it off. Fuck you. What do I think of Nicholas Shrek? What's the most awkward horror film to watch with the folks? I Spit on Your Grave. I mean, a close second would be She's Having a Baby. You know, maybe Look Who's Talking. That's pretty awkward. I think the most awkward movie I ever watched with my family, though, was actually Jurassic Park. And you're like, what's so awkward about Jurassic Park? Watching it with your family. Barbie dolls and violence. What was the zombie game? Yeah, that was Lollipop Chainsaw you're thinking of there. AIDS grenades. We Are the Flesh. Oh man, I loved that movie. Man, my chosen family could barely watch that one. They fucking got up in the middle of it. They're like, "Well, we're out." And me and Flash were just sitting there like, pussies. No, funny games I just hate. That's not awkward. I just hate that movie. It's one of the few movies I actually hate. Because I usually don't hate a movie. Like, a movie, I feel like a movie has to really, I feel, be insulting its audience for me to hate it. And I feel like Funny Games does that. I feel like that movie is 100% just insulting the audience. I love The Greasy Strangler. That is an excellent flick. An excellent movie. If you haven't watched it, you should. It's the story, like all great stories, about a man and a son trying to get along in a crazy world. Not even the bard, William Shakespeare himself, could have done such a story with such eloquence and panache. Yeah, take care, Joe. Jennifer's Body. That is another movie I do not like. That is Jennifer's Body is interesting, but it's not even the movie I hate the most. It is the movie that I hate the most that it is the movie I dislike the most that I am okay with giving any real press to. Like, I'm one of those, like, I'm not going to tell you to not watch Jennifer's Body. I'm going to tell you that I thought it sucked. Um, but, like, the Funny Games, no. Do not watch Funny Games. That movie pissed me off. That's one of those, that's a movie that pisses in the face of the audience. I don't appreciate that. Like, I came here to watch a story, dude, not to listen to a fucking old man yells at cloud screed talking about how horror movies cause real world violence, which is what that movie is, by the way. Oh, sorry to bother you. Oh man, that one's fucked up. That one's fucked up. That's a fucked up movie. Funny Games is for people who say I don't usually like horror. No, Funny Games is a piece of shit. I hate that movie so much. You know, it's a terrible movie with a horrible message. You know, and I'm especially insulted at that kind of talk as an American because I don't know how to say it. But you know, guns don't kill people. People watch horror movies kill people. Oh, shut the fuck up. You know, you thought Funny Games was about rock theory? The rock theory? What the fuck is a rock theory? The rock theory. The theory goes that in the mid 1960s, famous British secret agent James Bond was caught spying in the United States. Oh. No. It's yeah, it's not. I didn't like it. I didn't like it. The Purge was a white nationalist horror movie. Um, Depends on how you mean that. Yeah, I've murdered as many people as I've wanted, which is exactly zero. Yeah. The message at the end of Scream 3. Oh, Scream season. Oh, you mean the TV show? Yeah, I didn't watch that. I was like, I didn't think Scream 3 would had that message, but if you're talking about like TV show, I didn't watch it, so I don't know. Mark Millar. Oh, just look. Okay, Mark Millar. Done. Out. Forget it. That's all you had to say. Oh, Mark Millar. I don't like your writing very much. I usually. I don't know how to say it, but like, there's a part of me that looks at Mark Millar and goes, dude. Discount Garth Ennis. Discount fucking Garth Ennis, man. That's my opinion of Mark Millar. Like, and there's some stuff that fucking Garth Ennis has done that I hated. You know, but I don't hate him in. But I don't hate him as a hate his writing as a rule. You know, Mark Millar on his best day is like Garth Ennis at his worst. I wouldn't even say that, like, no, like, if you're talking about Mark Millar, if you're talking about, like, fucking Kick Ass, I actually hate those movies. Those are other movies I really do not like. Yeah, bargain bin, dollar store. Yeah, and yeah, I did not like Kick Ass. I actually did not like that movie. It's one of those movies that you would think I would like, but I actually didn't. you know. And the reason I didn't like it was I don't need another misanthropic story to tell me that everyone actually sucks. I don't need someone trying to do really shitty Watchmen. You know, like fucking. No, I'll just say it. I don't need someone giving me white trash Watchmen. Because that's what Kick Ass is. That's what Kick Ass is. I actually fucking like I hated those two movies so much that like I actually it wasn't until Kingsman that I liked anything that that director did. You know, like I hated the graphic novels, I hated the fucking movies, I hated the whole thing. You know, it's like one of the few. That's one of the few. Nick Cage and Hit Girl were not bad ideas, and they're not even necessarily bad characters, but one of the other things that really was a problem for me was something like Kick Ass. Was the other thing that I hate about Kick Ass is the audience. I hated the audience for those stories. I I mean, if I'm gonna be honest, I actually people who would come up to me at conventions talking to me about the graphic novel, I generally did not get along with because like I felt like we were not how to put it. It's one of those we're not getting the same fucking thing out of this fucking book, but what you seem to be getting out of it is that racism and misogyny are okay. Which I would even be loath to fucking say was Mark Millar's intention. And I hate that guy's writing. No, Scott Pilgrim versus the World, I also did not like that movie. I didn't care for any of that Scott Pilgrim stuff. The main reason but I definitely didn't hate it as much as I hated Kick Ass. Like that's more of a Jennifer's Body situation. You know, I think that movie sucks, but I don't think that the movie's fucking pissing in my face. Super, however, no. Super is great. Super is everything Kick-Ass wished it was. Super was fucking fantastic. Like the James Gunn movie, yeah, that was fucking fantastic. You know, I'm like, no, no, no. Made its point way better. Oh, I didn't see Diary of a Wimpy Kid. I have no idea. Yeah, well, my problem. Okay, here's the problem. Past a certain age, um, stories like Scott Pilgrim versus the World really lose their charm really fast. Because I don't know how to put it. So I'll just say this Scott Pilgrim's a loser. He is not someone who thinks he is a loser, he is just a loser. He's a complete tool. What is he? What does Scott Pilgrim actually want besides to fuck Ramona? And look at the way he actually treats everyone around him. And the weird thing is that the story does not acknowledge that he's being a dickbag. You know, neither the movie nor the fucking comic does a good job of calling him out on his douchebaggery. Yeah, well, like that's one of those ideas that, how to put it, you can get over a bad plot, you can get over bad cinematography, but you can't really get over a bad main character. And that was the problem with Kick-Ass the movie. I also think it's a problem with the graphic novel. But ask someone who's read the graphic novel what their favorite part of Scott Pilgrim is. It's usually not Scott Pilgrim. It's usually a side character. You know, it's usually a side character. But yeah, there were a lot of stories that were made during the period of time that Scott Pilgrim, a lot of webcomics during the period of time that Scott Pilgrim was written, that kind of had that same formula, which was this kind of sarcastic, edgelordy character who never really expressed real emotions. And when you go back and read them when you're a little bit older, meaning like late 20s, early 30s, you all of a sudden read those things and you go, I can't believe I read this. Like, this guy's a fucking asshole. You know, it's like it's the worst combination of traits, an asshole and boring. You know, and there were a lot of webcomics that had that shit. Yeah, that had that shit, and Scott Pilgrim just happened to be one of them. It happened to be the one that got the most popular. Yeah, because Scott Pilgrim is a friend who keeps using people to get something that they want. Yeah, he's basically everything that Night Owl says about Rorschach can also be said about Scott Pilgrim. You know, like, what the fuck is your problem? Like, you fucking, like, mooch off of people and then look down on them for it. That's the way you felt about SLC Punk? Yeah, 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 but the thing about SLC Punk is that it knew that was going on. That movie knows that it's going on. Hey, it's a narcissist. You know? You know, it's also like, it's really funny because like a lot of people I guys I met who did web comics from that period of time. Not all of them. Not all of them. Certainly not most of the more successful ones. But a lot of them were just fucking intolerable people. You know, to the point where you're just like, oh my god, I'm gonna need you to fucking shut up, dude. I'm like trying to enjoy myself over here. You know? It's like, excuse me, could you leave? Hilarity's trying to ensue. You know, and you're kind of bringing the place down. You know, and I don't mean like I've got a problem and I'm in distress. Someone help me. Like, this is not like cry for help shit. This is like just, you're just here to shit on everybody's good time, aren't you? Get the fuck out. Yeah, yeah, SLC Punk is great once you realize the actual message of it. We're all posers in some form of fashion. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. That's that movie. That's the, I thought that was, yeah, I think that's a pretty clear intention of that movie. So when a character acts like that in SLC Punk, you're not necessarily supposed to sympathize with them. You know, you're supposed to be like, hey, dude, that was fucked up. You know, there's a, excuse me. The humor in Scott Pilgrim also reminds me of the type of humor I had in middle school. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think we were all like that in middle school. In middle school, I think we all had like a similar sense of humor, especially if you're a guy. But it wasn't even like the randomness of the humor. Like the fact that it would just randomly turn into a video game like that, that stuff fucking worked. Like, that stuff fucking worked, but at some point, Scott Pilgrim has to be a real person, and he never is. He's that friend that for some reason everybody knows and then everyone outgrows. Everyone outgrows a guy like Scott Pilgrim. It always happens. You know, whoever fucking sticks around them learns to loathe them. Oh god, I've dealt with people like that over the years. And it's really aggravating because, like, I don't know how to put it. What's what's adorable what's kind of endearing in your 20s can get a little fucking hard to take in your 30s, and by the time you're in your late 30s, you're just done. You are just done. You're just like, no, you're not gonna change. Get the fuck out. Sick of this. Can't take this anymore. You know, it ain't that, like, I don't know how to say it. It's like, it ain't the 90s anymore. The world and the rest of everyone you know are now different. You know, I think it's one of my favorite jokes. The guy did Baby's Kids, Robin Harris, which is, he said, "Hey man, you make it big, you gonna change? You goddamn right, I'm gonna change. We're gonna be standing around here for shit." You know, like, and I was like, yeah, he's got a point. You know, like, if I make $1 million, I ain't gonna be living near poverty levels no more. That's gonna be a big change. You know, because every time someone says, like, "Oh, I'll never change, oh, I'll never change, oh, I'll never change," it's either a lie or it is a regrettable truth. You know, so I was just like, nah, fuck it. Yeah, I'll probably change if I make a lot of money. But so what I decided to do instead was think about what ways I would allow things like money and or fame to change me should they happen. That I gave a lot of thought to. Yeah, because you will find yourself straying away from the path you set yourself in ways that you don't like. It'll happen. It will happen. You know, but if you accept that it is going to happen, you can take steps to correct it. I love Baby's Kids. I like that movie. I love that movie. I actually love that album. I like the album a bit more because, like, there's cursing in it. You know, and you get to hear him describing, like, beating the shit out of Donald Duck and stuff. You know, like that. Oh, oof. See, I'm like, no, man. This should have been R-rated Disney animation. Yeah, we don't die, we multiply. Because that was that the Bloods or the Crips? I think that was the Crips that said that. We don't die, we multiply. Kick Donald Duck's ass. You know? Yeah, nothing Sarah, 45-year-old doesn't like they were 20 years ago. Oh yeah, you're like, you just realize, hey, dude, like, you know, I feel called out as well, man. Except, no, I actually didn't dress like this. I was way more fishnetty because I was way skinnier. Um, and it looked good. Like, stuff like that works either when you're really skinny or, like, really well built, and I'm no longer really skinny. Um, yeah, I actually really like Baby's Kids. You know, that was that was a that was a movie that I disagreed with the internet on. I don't understand why we're doing this. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Watch Baby's Kids. Why is Tone Loc a baby? Shut the fuck up. This genius in front of you, you Philistine, you fucking watch it. Why are they fucking picking up chicks at a funeral? Oh my God. A litany of whiteness. Just coming by my fucking, coming through the screen, man. I mean, on some level, I mean, you live in the Midwest. All right, there's a certain amount of whiteness that, like, you're just gonna have. You could be, black as Shaft in Africa and still get a lot of whiteness. If you in them Midwestern suburbs. If you in Chicago, I don't know what the fuck the problem is. Come the fuck on, man. Same reason Jay and Silent Bob are picking up chicks at the abortion clinic. Yeah, exactly. Fucking exactly, because it's a fucked up thing to do. Because you just hear that and you're like, oh. Oh. And the other thing that I found is I was sort of like, I don't know what it was with my life, but like when I saw that scene in Baby's Kids where they're all like hanging out at the funeral, all the old guys are like whistling at this one girl and stuff. I was just sort of like, yeah, okay, yeah, this looks a little familiar, Not my family, but not my family specifically, but other families in the neighborhood. I knew some people, and it's just sort of like, yeah, that seems like something that looks like something that would happen. Acting like he never fucking like hung out in the Bronx before or anything. Like, good God, go in DC area. But that was one thing. That was the one thing. That was the only complaint I had about Wonder Woman 1984, because for the most part, I actually really love the movie. But I found myself going like, this is the whitest version of DC that ever fucking existed. I don't think DC was ever this white, like for real. Other than that, I really like that movie. It was exactly the same, right kind of stupid. Felt like it felt like a big budget fucking like Super Friends episode, which is what I wanted. That's what I wanted. That's what I was looking for out of that. If they had done that with the first one, I don't know if it would have worked. But doing it with 84, I thought it was a great move. Yeah, it's a very sanitary 80s. And yet, there is still, like, a lot of crime going on, which was accurate. I'm literally the first person saying anything positive about Wonder Woman 1984. Really? Yeah, I know. If you go by the internet, you would think that movie's a piece of shit. It's not. It's actually really good. But you have to be willing to, like, meet the movie halfway. This is a much more lighthearted, this is a way more lighthearted, like, superhero romp. That has some very serious moments in it, but the tone of it is fairly light. I thought Gal Gadot was a great Wonder Woman. Like, that is... Oh, and especially the way she fucking takes care of the villain at the end. I'm like, oh, perfect Wonder Woman moment. Perfect fucking Wonder Woman moment. Yeah, and I'm like, no, that's Wonder Woman right there. That last scene where she defeats... I keep wanting to call him Max Powers, but I know that's not his name. Oh, see, Akachi Sensei, you're just wrong. You're just wrong. Wonder Woman 1984 is great. It's not 70s camp, it's 80s camp technically, but it's got a bit of that. It's got enough of that. You know, it definitely feels like let me put it this way: if the first Wonder Woman is like a fine wine, this is like fucking drinking soda right out of the fountain. You know, like, oh man, I loved it. I actually really loved it. Yeah, Linda Carter's in the movie too. She only has a brief cameo in the end credit sequence, but I mean, like, you know, you had to do something. Come on. You know, I really wanted what am I gonna say? If you're working on a show for Mr. Lobo, why are you waiting on the mic for me? Go buy one. You might need it faster than I can get it to you. Clearly. uh I blame comic books for my taste in women. I blame women for my taste in women. But comic books definitely had an influence. Yeah, they had the right to dislike it, but I don't understand what they thought that movie was gonna be. Like, because when I saw like Wonder Woman 1984, the movie I got was pretty much the movie I imagined. You know, I mean, obviously I didn't know what the plot was gonna be, but like, dude, the invisible plane shows up. Come on, you know, ironically. The invisible plane's in that movie. I was like, yeah, invisible plane. People like, invisible plane's stupid. I'm like, shut up. It's not. Is it stupid or genius? Let me put it this way. Like, I think one of the problems is that if you're talking about tone, the superhero movie that it is closest to in tone is Superman 3. But with that said, it's a really well done version of that. Oh, the Cro-Mags discussion around Wonder Woman 1984. Oh man, no, I love that. I love that. That's not when the album come out. And the Cro-Mags were like, yeah, it was. That's our hometown, motherfucker. Where do you think we sold all those fucking bullshit T-shirts? In fact, we gave the director that T-shirt because we know her. We've been friends since we were the band who made that T-shirt. She didn't fly it though. No. But if we need the invisible plane, we got it now. You know, if we need it, we got it. What about Superman 4? No, Superman 4 is just bad. That movie's just bad. There are parts of it I like. No, wait a minute. No. Sorry, I was thinking about Superman 3 again. Superman 4 is just bad. Like, it's just bad. But I actually really like there's some parts of like Superman 3 that I actually really like. But with that said, it is kind of all over the place. And in my opinion, Wonder Woman 84 did a way better job of maintaining the tone that I think that Superman 3 was trying to go for. Excuse me. Fiend both stupid and genius, like Southland Tales. Ooh. Wow. Yeah, but in a way that works. In a way that works. That's the difference. Because in my opinion, Southland Tales kind of doesn't work. Because like I watch it and I'm just sort of like, dude, just direct a Broadway show, dude. Like, clearly that's what you want to do. Clearly Donnie Darko was a fluke and you really just want to be a director on Broadway. So rather than waste my time with your movies, why don't you go make a Broadway play that a bunch of people are gonna love that I will never fucking see because I don't give a shit. You know, not since Rent has. Oh, Rent. You know, is Rent bad? I don't know about that, but I think fucking Team America pretty much summed that movie up pretty well. Everyone's got AIDS. AIDS, AIDS, AIDS. Because that's the only thing anyone remembers about that movie. Or about that show. And the movie that is based on the show. What's worse, Rent or Cats? Oh, depends on which version. Like, if you're talking about the most recent Cats, that's worse. If you're talking about the actual, like, 80s and 90s Broadway show, Rent is worse. Thoughts on Henry Cavill's Man of Steel performance? Everything I hate about the Henry Cavill Superman has nothing to do with Henry Cavill. It has everything to do with what is happening and how the story is told, what the story is. I don't think he was a bad choice to play Superman because, like, if you watch him in The Witcher, you're like, well, yeah, you could do it. You know, you're like, oh, he could be likable. You know, like even his performance in the Man from U.N.C.L.E. movie, you're just sort of like, why wasn't he doing this? You know, do that, but like make it Superman, be great. You know, Henry Cavill could have been an amazing Superman. I don't think the Superman that we got in the movies that he was Superman in is very good. In fact, I hate it. I actually hate the Zack Snyder superhero movies. I think they're terrible. I think they're absolutely abysmal and stupid. You know, no, that's another that's on the short list of movies I hate. Yeah, the Broadway show Cats is okay. I mean, it's okay. The movie should probably, well, I wouldn't even say the movie shouldn't have existed. Here's what I say. If they were going to do a movie, they should have done it in the early 90s. And just some of the fucking creative decisions in that thing, man. Like, a lot of that stuff just sucked on its face. Snyder isn't exactly an actor's director. He's not a storyteller's director either. He made two really good movies very early on in his career. One of which I think the quality of is questionable, and that's 300. And another where the quality, I think, could probably solidly be placed on the screenwriter, because that was James Gunn. And that would be Dawn of the Dead remake. You know, Snyder isn't exactly a director. Well, I mean, actually, the funny thing is, I was about to say, well, he gets the movie made, but except for that last one, but maybe he'll get it made anyway. But I don't care. Like, oh my god, I don't care. Any thoughts on Robert Pattinson's Batman? Any problem I could have with Robert Pattinson is vastly overshadowed by the fact that I'm sick of Batman due to the Snyder movies. Snyder wants to make a film version of The Fountainhead. Too bad. But the fact that he wants to do that kind of tells you everything that's wrong with Zack Snyder doing a superhero movie. Like, Watchmen should have been fucking perfect. That should have been the right amount of cynicism to fucking do Watchmen correctly. But at the end of the day, he fucked that one up. The Watchmen movie's hard for me to watch. it's really hard for me to watch because I watch it and I go like, for everything I hate, everything I like, there's always something I hate. You know. You know, the guy's way too much of an objectionist, like fucking weirdo to fucking understand what a superhero does outside of just stereotypical manliness. Which is, by the way, kind of describes everything that I hate about his Superman movie and his Superman Batman movie and Justice League. You know, like, fuck. You haven't watched the Snyder movies? I wouldn't recommend it. I wouldn't recommend watching Man of Steel. I really hated that movie. You know, because like I didn't think it was possible to get Superman so wrong. Like that's the Superman of Trump world. That's the Superman of like white grievance. To the point where you're just like, dude, shut the fuck up. You know, fuck up and do something heroic, you cockstain. You know, what's one heroic thing Superman does in that movie? And killing Zod don't count. Now that isn't to say that a evil Superman movie couldn't be good. I just preferred Man of Steel when they remade it and called it Brightburn. Yeah. Batman v Superman is just dumb. It's so dumb. Like, you know that whole meme about like Martha, where did you hear that name? That's basically the movie. That's basically the movie. Oh, you're curious about what I thought about the cast of Sandman? All right. All right. Do. Start now. Okay. Sandman, it began. Yay. Okay. Tom Suttridge. Oh, maybe. Gwendolyn Christie is Lucifer. Okay. Vivian, someone I don't know, playing a female version of Lucian. Okay. Boyd Halbduck as the Corinthian. Yeah, maybe. Ah, here we go. Charles Dance as Roderick Burgess. Oh, that's going to be cool. That's going to be cool. Sanjeev Bashir as Kane. SM Chaudhry as Abel. Well, that guy looks spot on. Yeah, that guy looks spot. The guy playing Abel looks spot on. Yeah, we'll have to see how it goes. We'll have to see who does what. I'm way more interested in who the showrunner is and and the directors. Like that's the thing I'm really, really interested in because I think it's something like Sandman that's going to be way more crucial. You know, like the showrunner is going to be really crucial for that show. Yeah, is it the same people that did Good Omens? Is it the same like showrunners and stuff? Yeah, because I'm kind of deliberately avoiding a lot of like information about it. Oh, you're working with Mr. Lobo on a pilot. Oh, go. Sweet. Excellent. Go for it. Do it. Yeah, Batman and Superman both have mommies. You know, yeah, I'm a little did they know we're playing the Endless? Oh no, we just have dreams so far. Like it's really obvious that what they're doing is they're doing the first Sandman story first. Um so the rest of the Endless don't show up in that story. You know, I think Death shows up at the very end. But like you could easily write that part out because that's just like that's like a stinger, you know. So if they get someone to play Death, it'll be like the equivalent of an after credit sequence. Um, you know, and she'll only show up then because Alan Heinberg is the showrunner. All right, let's check out. Let's check out dude's track record. All right, he was the writer for Wonder Woman. All right. Grey's Anatomy, The OC, Gilmore Girls. Oh wait, no. That's as a producer. Hold on. Sandman, Wonder Woman, The Catch, Scandal, Grey's Anatomy, The OC, Gilmore Girls, Sex and the City, Part 5, The Naked Truth. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Ooh. Let's hope we get the writer of Wonder Woman and not the writer of any of the others. Yikes. That is not encouraging.
I like you.
I mean, these are all popular shows, but let me put it this way. If you had told me it was the people behind The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina, I'd be like, oh no, we're in good hands. We're in good hands. You know, like hell, if it was like, even if it was like the people behind Stranger Things or something like that, I'd be like, oh yeah. Hell, even Game of Thrones, even I'd be like, all right, yeah. But when I see like Gilmore Girls, Sex and the City, and Grey's Anatomy, I'm like, oh, that's not really, yeah. What am I looking at? Oh, those Girl Scout cookies? Oh. Hey, wait, they're called Caramel Delights now? What happened to
There are two different fulfillment places for Girl Scout cookies.
And one of them's got the sucker name?
Mm-hmm.
God damn it. It's supposed to be samosas. I thought it was well, we have one of those.
Indian deliciousness.
Look, all I know is that it's Jason Momoa's, okay? That's what these are now. Jason Momoa's is what they are.
Y'all seen DFF's recent episode where TJ Scotty and
I'll give the guy a chance. I'll give the guy a chance. I'm just like,
including Ronald McDonald.
I think I would have preferred someone who had worked on something with a little bit more of an alternative sensibility. Like hell, even like the original like some of the original writers for like American Gods probably would have been good. Yeah, he did. Yeah, he ran Good Omens. Yeah, but the thing is, that's why it's so good. It's one of the reasons it's so good. You know, that's one of the reasons that that show is so good, though. You know, like we don't got that. No, no, no. You know, like I'm worried. I am worried. You know. But I've been wrong before. Like, I thought that remake of It was gonna suck. Does Death deliver Girl Scout cookies? Why wouldn't she? Well, yeah, it is kind of the Girl Scouts of America. But I mean, like, they are a caramel coconut fudgy stripe cookie. So, Keebler makes a version of these. I forget what they call them. But Keebler, it's really weird because like Keebler's like is like the off-brand of these things, and they're pretty good. You know, they're very available year round. That's a plus. Oh no, I don't think he's going to be on the sidelines counting money, but like, how to put it? If the guy from Gilmore Girls did, for example, Brief Lives, that I would get. But since you're obviously doing Preludes and Nocturnes, I'm like, dude, that's a horror story. That's a straight up horror story. You know, that's something I would have given the people who did like Swamp Thing or something. You know, it appears there was going to be a show that's crossing Muppets and Dungeons and Dragons. Yeah, that's already out. It's on YouTube. It's called Stuff of Legend. Yeah, parts of Preludes and Nocturnes feel like EC Comics because it's done by Sam Keith. It was drawn by Sam Keith. And that was like his big influence. His big influence was was Tales from the Crypt. Like most people remember Mike Dringenberg, but everyone forgets that the first artist that Sandman had was Sam Keith. They largely remember Mike Dringenberg because he's the one who designed Death. He's the one who drew Death. Craven did direct a Swamp Thing movie. It's not that good. It's not that bad, but it's nothing like the source material. It's like a standard, like, as an episode of The Incredible Hulk, it's an okay Swamp Thing movie. You know, that's pretty much it. Ironically, the sequel, Swamp Thing Returns or Return of Swamp Thing, I forget which way they put it. Way worse movie, but way more entertaining. Like, it's really stupid. It's really bad. It's bad and stupid, but you just watch it, you just like, okay. That was the one that was done by Jim Wynorski. I believe it was Jim Wynorski. It feels like a Jim Wynorski movie. Double check. Yep, Jim Wynorski. I was right. Jack, have you tried Abba-Zaba? Oh, Abba-Zaba, you my only friend. Yes. I used to love Abba-Zaba, and then I pulled out a crown. Chew it on one, so I stopped. Once you're losing teeth to it, I'm like, nah, we're done. Are you the only one that thinks Swamp Thing is kind of hot? No. Nope. I mean, not my type of dude, but like I've known a lot of people that thought Swamp Thing was super sexy. Oh, Jim Wynorski. Yeah, no, Jim Wynorski is weird. Like, I love a lot of his movies, but I have heard nothing but bad things about him as a human being. I've heard nothing but bad things about him. Hey, Chris Goodness. Yeah, I know, the cereal convention. That is Season of Mist, I believe. Wait, is that Season of Mist or is that Brief Lives? Actually, I think that's Brief Lives. Monster Cereal Convention? Close. Try again. Nah, you're spelling cereal wrong, by the way. You know, like I would want to do that whole segment as and shoot it like fucking pretend looks I saw the devil. Just do that entire episode and shoot it like I saw the devil. The only one you've actually seen is Chopping Mall. Yeah, most people have seen Chopping Mall, but yeah, he's done a lot of others. Now, here's the thing: his movies are never, his non-Chopping Hall movies aren't great, but if you like tits and ass, they deliver. To varying levels of quality, but like, you get what you're promised. Like, if you're like, oh man, I really want to see Raven Delacroix topless, you will. You will. You'll get it. You'll get it. You're minded a serial killer by green jello? What about your pink hearts? Ba-rum, bum, bum, ba-rum, bum, bum. Follow your nose. It always knows the flavor of death wherever it goes. Oh, man. Yeah, like the Lost Empire. Lost Empire is a fucking great example. He also did some of the, he also did one of the, I think the Alan. Yeah, you're talking about, are you talking about, wait, hold on. Are you talking about the Alan Quartermain one or that other one? Lost Empire, hold on, I gotta double check. Lost Empire. Yeah, okay, yeah, Lost Empire is not Alan Quartermain, but it is a Jim Wynorski movie. Okay, I did have it right. See, Alan Quartermain movies. Let's see. Any of these Jim Wynorski? Directed by Gary Nelson. Yeah, Alan Quartermain, Lost City of Gold. There was also Alan Quartermain Eat My Ass. What was it called? No, there were 2 of these fucking movies that were done by Canon Films. I remember. So let's see. Alan Quartermain, Lost City of Gold. Oh, there's one just called Quartermain. Okay. Oh no, King Solomon's Mines. That's the other one. King Solomon's Mines. Okay, who's the director of King Solomon's Mines? All right, I don't see Jim Wynorski down here. So, directed by J. Lee Thompson. Okay. Well, do you want to see an Alan Quartermain movie starring the guy from Walking Dead? You sure? Dude, I gotta show you this because I'm pretty sure that this shot that they used to make the poster actually comes from Walking Dead. Oh my god. Oh my god. So unfortunate. Oh, here's a picture of Cassandra Peterson looking older than she does now. Oh, geez. Yeah, these Alan Quartermain movies. Yeah, they're pretty bad. They're pretty fucking bad. I watched the hell out of them because, as I said, they delivered. But they're pretty bad. They didn't deliver as well as a Jim Wynorski flick, but, you know. Oh my god. Would it be worse stuck in a Hallmark movie dimension or a K-drama? K-drama? What, you mean like a Korean drama? I don't know. Like, because my problem, you gotta think about the pros and cons of each right there. Like, hey, Mother Ma'am, how you doing? Hail Satan. You know, you gotta think, what's worse, getting stuck in a Hallmark movie or a Korean drama? Okay, you gotta think about the pros and cons of each. Like, if you're in a Hallmark movie, if you're an English-speaking person, you'll at least understand everything that's happening around you. It will be trite and stupid, but problems are very easy to overcome. K-drama, I would be completely lost because I don't speak Korean. They're not quite as cheesy as Hallmark movies, but overall, I would say a Hallmark movie just because I think I would prefer to be in a situation where I had a chance of grasping what was going on. Yeah, how you been? How you been? I haven't talked to you in ages. How are things going? Oh yeah, you're in a K-drama, you dress better. I mean, I probably go over better with that audience, you know, but I mean, like, I wouldn't understand what was going on. Because I'd just be like, you're talking to me, but I have no idea what's going on. Like, I'd have to be like the extra that like can learn their words phonetically, and it'd be terrible. If I understood Korean, I think it'd be better to be in a K-drama than a Hallmark movie. You know, because wacky shit will happen. That's sort of like, but on that level, I would prefer to be stuck in an American soap opera than a Hallmark movie, because soap operas do some crazy shit. You're currently faking knowing what either of these things would be like. Well, imagine Days of Our Lives. Like, I'm gonna run into my evil twin, or I'm kidnapped by aliens, or someone's gonna turn out to be a Frankenstein monster. Like, it won't happen a lot, but it'll happen. And what about, like, one thing I'll say about the fucking soap operas, they're not simple. They're not like Beverly Hills 90210. Oh my God, Brittany. You're not going to get any of that. You get a lot more weirdness. It's sort of like, all right, so you were brainwashed by a cult and then get kidnapped by aliens and then came back with my evil twin brother in order to try to steal the family fortune away from our dying sister. Dude, say what you will about the quality, shit happens. Say what you will about the quality of fucking soap operas, but things will definitely happen. Probably with my luck, however, they'd probably put me in something like Dallas. And I'd be like, oh my fucking God, I hate everybody. Or Falcon Crest, or something like that. Now, I want to be one of those stupid soap operas. Like one of those like ridiculous ones, like General Hospital, or Days of Our Lives. Because like the weirder, the dumber, the better. Because this is another thing you gotta say about all those fucking daytime soap operas. Like, everyone looks great. You used to watch General Hospital like 20 years ago. I missed 3 days and could never catch up again. Yeah, exactly. Like, I might actually, I think I would be okay with a world that was like a little too exciting than really boring. Also, on the other thing is that in soap operas versus Hallmark movies, people get raped a lot less often. It happens, but it happens with much less frequency. There'll be somewhere between 1 and 2 rapes per every Bigfoot encounter or whatever. Is there a soap opera where someone's a Satanist at this point? Like, I feel like that's something that should have happened. That's something that should be happening right about now. Like Days of Our Lives, it turns out like someone's an evil satanic witch or something. Yeah. Bigfoot's been in soap operas. Days of Our Lives, as a matter of fact. Dude, yeah, like, just, no, I'm serious. Like, weird shit happens in daytime soap operas. Weird shit. You're pretty sure there was one on Passions? Oh, I'm not familiar with that one. Oh, it started in 1999. That's why I don't recognize it. Okay. Yeah, because I was absolutely not watching daytime television during this period of time. Oh, man. Yeah, The Baby is weird. The Baby is a weird movie. Yeah, no, Cody, you got it. Like, oh no, I'm stuck in a coma but still conscious, and my arch rival is going after my wife. Yeah, exactly. That's a situation where I don't necessarily even need to be like an on-camera character. I just need to be someone that exists in that world. Like, I just come in and like I'm just like a random character each time. Like, the coma patient. We're doing the coma story, and I'm like the nurse. I'm like the male nurse that you never see. I just like fucking whisper in the guy's ear, and I'm like, yeah. So let me tell you how this is gonna go down. And so all in the hopes that when like we get the little beeper in his hand that he can fucking communicate, he's just like, kill me. man. My friends watched it in high school. I just knew about Timmy. I think he died maybe twice. Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah, characters in soap operas die about as often as superheroes. You know, like... Yeah, and The Baby is a bizarre movie. It's not as depraved as you think it is, given the premise, but it is definitely a fucked up movie. Like, because when you hear that it's about a guy that a family of women keeps in an infantile state, you think you're going to be watching them ass rape him with a dildo and a diaper. You know, like, you think you're going to see stuff like that, but that level of shit doesn't happen. It's still super fucked up. But, well, maybe it was super fucked up's overselling it, but, like, it's still a fucked up movie. Dear Mr. Jackula, what was it like working with Mr. Screaming Soup? It was easy. He gave me my lines, I said them, I sent them to him, he animated it. It's super easy. Actually, one of the easiest bits I've ever done, actually. I think I was done in inside 20 minutes. Oh no, dude. You put me in a Spanish telenovela and I don't even care that I don't speak Spanish. Because someone's always got a fucking super hot sister in those things. Let's see. I loved Caesar Faison on John Bob's. I know. He also played the lead vampire in the Subspecies. Wait, he played that. Wait, that was the same guy who played Radu? What? Hold on. Are you serious? Talk about shit I didn't know. Hold on. Holy crap, Batman. Caesar Faison, General Hospital Wiki. Oh my god, it is. Man, that guy never looked young. He's one of those dudes like Patrick Stewart that just always looks old. Oh, except for okay, now I'm seeing him in like General Hospital stuff. He looks young here. But apparently like he will occasionally like return. Oh my god, you guys gotta see this. I can't believe this is the same guy. Okay, that's Radu. That's fucking Radu from Subspecies. Wow. Hey. Wow. Oh man, hold on. I had a friend who had this really weird show idea. She did many other things that were way more successful than this. But one show idea that she had was called Radu Reviews because she was really enchanted. Like she really loved Subspecies as a kid, and so she's like, okay, I'll do a show where I review movies as Radu. She looks nothing like Radu. But that, like, only adds to the charm. They're not very, yeah, there we go. As you can tell, like, she looks nothing like Caesar Faison.
Subspecies series. I'm here to do a review of some kind. I am told a review is a thing on the internets.
This was done like 7 years
I
ago.
am also told the internet is a thing. Like, I discovered the Twitters, where I can tweet about all of the murders I've committed in 140 characters or less.
No, I didn't think you were lying to me.
Anyway,
I
about
would
me,
not have discovered that fact on my own.
I am Radu. I am a half hag, half vampire, although I am not sure what my mother is. My favorite sport is
You watched
water
all the
polo.
Subspecies movies and one day it didn't even drink. Oh my god.
Michelle is my one true love. Michelle! Michelle, shut up! You are completely ruining my takes!
Please don't hurt me.
Hey, finger names, keep her quiet!
Michelle,
I tell you,
Michelle,
once you've recovered from a stabbing and decapitation, that's when the bitching starts. Anyway, I am to do a review now. Whatever. This is the super Christian. This is the super Christian himself, who is some sort of man-child, I take it. I mean, he still lives with his parents. What a loser.
Radu, I told you to take out the trash.
Mom, just because I killed you once, you will not stop nagging me. Oh, look at all those alarms. That strikes me as a bit wasteful. So the super Christian is named Clark Kent. Get it? It's a reference to Superman. His name is Clark Kent, but his name is Clark Kent because he can't. I guess Clark is mean to his parents because he's going to be late for dinner? What the hell? I decapitated my mother. I don't see the problem. Oh, but check this out. He totally reams this stupid old couple. It's hilarious.
Yeah.
It's never gonna get any greener, mister.
Ha! You show them, super Christian. I like this guy.
Of course I wasn't really sick. I just told him I was so I could get off work to go to the beach that day.
Yeah, like one of the things you got. Oh man, no, probably should have done that with the subspecies. Get that clip of that dude from fucking Vine. Surprise, motherfucker! Every time Radu comes back from the dead, surprise, motherfucker!
Oh, snap! I need to take notes from this guy. He's got great ideas.
Come on, you moron, you big sharp face! What are you...
So Clark is continuing to spread the good word when this guy shows up in the background. Obviously a villain. I know one when I see one.
Yes, during the week, Clark is just like anybody else. But on Sundays, things are different. No, on Sundays, Clark is not just a mild-mannered Christian. Instead, he becomes the idol and hero of Christians everywhere, young and old. He becomes Super Christian.
Ah! Did you see that shit? He totally destroyed that door! Maybe I've been wrong about Christians this whole time. I mean, you know, I'm damned for all eternity either way, but I feel like I've been missing out completely. They get to destroy doors and shit. All I get is some crappy allergy to the sun. And look at the way he dresses. So timeless. I've been totally wrong about my entire life. Now teach me the way, Super Christian. Okay, good. Knock over innocent people. Give small children concussions. Park in handicapped spaces. Look at him annoying that stupid kid and handing out that dough. What a great guy. That's right, he's dominating all of the pastor's time. Take a step back, bitches. He's way more saved than you. And he gets to stay at home and be a lazy slob. Being a Christian is awesome. I love Jesus or whatever. Okay, yeesh, no need to get naked over this. It's not like I dig you that much. Oh no, don't clean up for that guy. Clark, don't conform. This must be the part where Clark is led into temptation. I am biting my fingers off in anticipation.
Yeah, this guy was spiritual, all right.
Well, he sounds like a really sharp guy. Somebody who did a lot of good things for the Lord here.
Well, not really. You see, it was all just a front. I mean, well, he did all the right things. He went to Sunday school, attended church every week, and tithed, but the other side of his life was just the opposite. mean, he lived a totally different life away from this building, just for himself.
Oh, what the hell? Oh, sorry, Jesus. But seriously, this guy's got some real issues.
Okay, this one's let's go with.
Oh, good, she's gone. Don't worry, Finger Demon, I'll protect you. Save that for later. Oh, hello there. It is I, Radu, from Subspecies. I've had a doozy of a time. It turns out Mom was mad about that whole decapitation thing. Plus, I may have put her into a meat grinder. In my defense, she was delicious. Anyway, that's how I became homeless. So, I've been living in a closet for a week now. Wait, what the hell? 2 years? Boy, am I embarrassed. This is worse than the time I tried to do stand-up comedy. So, children, am I right? Gotta lol. You remember that show Family, dude? Yeah. Anyway, now I continue my show. Wait, what the hell? This doesn't look like the old set. Where the hell are the doorknobs? Why was I looking at the floor? Who am I? Here it is. The Party Power Princess.
I won't make you watch all this.
Party power! Party power! Party power!
Oh no!
No need to tell Mom, no need to tell Dad. I can use the potty and I'm so glad. I can do it myself.
I'm not
Okay,
sure,
that's enough
but
of that. That's enough of that.
I think
Oh my fucking god. Oh my fucking god. Oh jeez. I remember that thing being bad. I remember how. Oh no. No. Anyway, because I am a gigantic nerd, I thought of that when I think of that when someone mentions subspecies now. Demonetized. Everybody poops. Oh, jeez. Oh my god. Oh. Is our show demonetized? Oh, that sounds great. Demons are good. It's good for Satan. Oh, that's not what that means. God damn it. Like. I remember like the brief period of time that I worked with Allison, who's the one who did that show. Like one of the things I was going to propose, I never did. I didn't get the chance to. I wanted to propose the idea of either a satanic Jackula or mass slasher hanging out with Radu for something. You know, it depended on what felt more appropriate. Someone who was like even just as dumb as Radu, or just someone who's just fucking mean. It would really depend on what would have depended on what movie we would have settled on if we had done it. Oh man. You were eating soft serve too. I feel, am I the only one who would still like fucking eat soft serve ice cream if it came out of a toy unicorn's butt? Well, I don't think she doesn't do characters anymore, so I doubt that would ever happen. Allison still makes content. She makes a lot of content, actually. She doesn't do Radu reviews anymore. You know, but she still reviews. She still puts up a video about 2 or 3 times a week, something like that. You know, I don't know. I don't know if Phalis does, but I also stopped following him. I don't know when I did it. There wasn't like. There wasn't like a moment where I just all of a sudden hated all of his stuff. I just stopped watching. Oh, man. Okay, well, it's closing in on about 1 o'clock, so I should go in about 15 minutes. Does anyone... I think I have time for a quick Q&A if anyone has any questions. Yeah, Phalis still does reviews. I just haven't watched one of them in a long time. They are getting married. I thought they already were married. Okay. It's pretty. That's pretty much a formality at this point, but you know, because by the time I met Allison, she and Phalis had already been dating for like 2 or 3 years or something. You know, so I mean, to be fair, that's about the same length of time I dated the Countess before we got married. What are your big projects for 2021? The big project for 2021 is a tabletop RPG. It is a horror-based tabletop RPG called Babylon. And the idea is that it is a cross between Nightbreed and Streets of Fire. A sort of Nightbreed meets Cyberpunk kind of setting. I did see your super chat, Drake. Have I seen DFF's recent episode where Scotty and Paul are talking about? I actually don't know what DFF is. What's DFF? Like, I feel like I should know what that is, but I don't. Wait, I see TJ. If you mean TJ as in Amazing Atheist, I have no idea because I do not watch their content. Think I could do more streams Friday or Saturday nights when I'm off work? We'll see, man. We'll see. You know, and I put you in a cartoon. Deep Fat Fried. Oh, okay. Is that the name? But that's Amazing Atheist, TJ, right? Because if so, I haven't watched any of that stuff. Yeah. No, I don't watch their stuff. You know. When is Satanic Jackula coming back from hell? Well, I got a letter the other day, and I couldn't tell whether it was 666 days, years, or months, or whatever. But sometime around there. What movie would you want to review if you started doing reviews again? Ooh, I don't want to say. I don't want to say because I have an answer, but I don't want to tell anybody about it. So basically, if things go the way you guys want, you'll know what the answer is when another Count Jackula video actually comes out. Yeah. Any other questions? Will you ever review the upcoming Monster Mash and Ghostbusters serials? I honestly hadn't thought about that. Maybe. I don't know. We'll have to see. Have I seen Poltergeist? Of course I've seen Poltergeist. Poltergeist is an amazing movie. For those of you who don't know, Poltergeist is a Troma flick about zombie chickens in a fast food restaurant. Ask for it by name. Is Twitter going to restore your account? You'll have to ask them. I have no idea. Are there any conventions you'll be visiting this year? Depends on which ones actually fucking happen. And when I get the corona vaccine. How's the weather? Well, it's a little overcast and glary. Like where I am, it's a little cold, but it's not too bad. You know, the weather today is partially cloudy. A little glare coming off the clouds there, out the window. Today I'm thinking about Radu and Subspecies. And breaking off your own fingers to make little demons. Have I seen Tenebrae? Have I ever? Tenebrae has one of my favorite horror movie shots. Shots in a horror movie, which is when the woman gets her arm cut off. And the blood sprays across that white wall. Oh, man, great. Beefaroni or beefaghetti? Beefaroni. Definitely beefaroni. Definitely beefaroni. Let's see. Which horror classic will you be reviewing? From a Whisper to a Scream or the Mephisto Waltz? Probably Whisper to a Scream if given the choice between those two. Yeah, spraying all over the kitchen. Oh, so... No, that scene does things for me. Are you having that not so fresh feeling? Dude. All the time. All the time. Soup or muffin? Depends on the soup and the muffin. But if you're asking which one I've eaten most recently, muffin. Definitely beefaroni, though. Definitely beefaroni. So, yeah, Mother Mayhem, how are the spawn? How are the larvae? I know I'm supposed to be taking the questions, but I'm actually quite curious. Have I read Requiem Vampire Night? I have not. I have not read Requiem Vampire Night. Best kind of pizza? Thin crust pepperoni, New York style. They're currently trying to kill me and they haven't succeeded yet. They'll do that. Children will do that. I don't have any, but I've been one and I've seen them. I've seen them. They'll fucking swarm you if you give them a chance. You know, like, that's why I think that, like, that's why I think we don't pay teachers enough. Like, that's fucking, like, that's like, they're being lowered into a piranha tank every day, man. You know, like, kids will eat you down to the bone if you give them a chance. You know, especially when they get teeth. Like, in the beginning, not so much, because, you know, it's just gums. But, you know, once they start teething, then it's a, you know, they can eat a grown man to the bone in under 20 minutes. You know, like a whole horde of them. Damn. Have you watched Hello Boss or Has Been Hotel? Yes, I've watched both of them. I prefer Hell of a Boss. Am I playing Darkest Dungeons lately? No. Yeah, kids will swarm you like they do in Cuties. They're like fucking piranhas, man. You know, you gotta be careful. Because if you kill them, like, then, you know, you're the one that goes to jail. Children are bad normally. Children in quarantine doing virtual learning would make he who walks behind the rose cry. Oh, dude. Oh, I heard that. You know, kids cannot sit still on the best days. Now imagine it. Now I can't imagine an entire year of the worst days. You know, that's why when they were sort of like, "Hey, there's no baby boom happening as a result of the coronavirus," I'm like, "Yeah, fucking of course not." It's like because that's what everyone is thinking. You know what we really need to add to this fucking scenario of being locked in and unable to go anywhere? A screaming child. If you were to be reincarnated into a human bat abomination during our near future, what would you do during that time? Depends on what type of bat. You know, like, because that's an important thing. If we're talking vampire, I'm going to assume vampire bat. I'll assume vampire bat, so I'll have like one of those weird noses, and I'll drink blood and all that kind of stuff. You know, because if it's just like a giant fruit bat, I'd probably just hang out. Psst. 4 girls I know are currently pregnant and due soon. They were not social distancing. Well, clearly. All right, vampire bat, probably. I'd still hang out, but I'd probably pick up more chicks. You know, because I'd actually be a vampire at that point. Use that. Find him. Find him with echolocation. That'll like I'll be able to like fucking get a girl's measurements just by going. Like. Large flying fox, yeah, I'd probably, like I said, hang out. My nephew's dad wants him to go to school. Well, there's a difference between wanting him to go to school and making him go to school. Like, that. I imagine everyone's fucking parents wants them out of the goddamn house. Natural sunlight, Jack and natural sunlight. What dark magic is this? It's Tremere magic. I have it's the one where you put a drop of blood on a window and now no sunlight can pass through. I love bats. Bats are really nice. They're actually very nice creatures. They're not particularly vicious. They don't particularly carry disease. Which H.G. Wells story will win? The Island of Dr. Moreau or The Invisible Man? What, you mean a straight up fight? I don't know if books can fight. Because, like, I don't know. Well, like, if you're talking about just the Invisible Man versus the entire island of Dr. Moreau, one of those animals is going to be able to track by scent and find him. And once that happens, that guy's dead. Wait, the Fruit Bat Pack-a-Pack collection? What is that? I have Pack-a-Pack Funko. Little animals with big appetites. What the Toilet Ninja? hold on. Wait, Funko has something called Toilet Ninja. What is it with toilets this morning? Cloud Cats. Do they actually have bats? They seem to have like fat animals. And what the fuck? Soda Cats. Okay, this is getting ridiculous. This is getting ridiculous. Soda Cats with such names as Mountain Mew, Kitty Cola, Perpsy, Diet Perpsy. Wait, there's like even like a fucking like Starbucks cat. That's not soda. That's not soda. It's a lie. Dr. Purper. All right, fair enough. I don't know why there's just like random dragon guy. I don't know, man. I don't know. Sushi. Kawaii Village, Japan. That guy's a cannibal. That fish is a cannibal. It's horrible. I mean, like, I thought Soda Cats was bad, but, like, I mean, let's be honest. If they actually made, like, soda bottles shaped like cartoon cats, I'd collect them all. You know, I would want there to actually be soda inside, though. Oh, and they're making plushies of that. God damn it. Like, God, it's time to stop. It's fucking time to stop. Oh, here are the fruit bat. God damn it. I should have known. Fucking, I should have known. I should have known what I was in for. It's my own fault. Walked right into this. Fruit bats. Fruit bats. There's even an avocado bat. Is there a tomato bat? There's not a tomato bat. We've got a tangerine orange bat. We've got a dragon fruit bat. What the fuck is this? Is that a strawberry bat? What the fuck is that? Passion fruit bat? I think it's a passion fruit bat. Okay. Alright, so we got like passion fruit bat, kiwi bat, avocado bat, strawberry bat, lime bat. Why are there two avocado bats? Why are there two avocado bats? Also, why is there an orange bat with a lime skin? See, this is just... See, now you're just making shit up. You know, white strawberry, okay. I mean, different enough, right? Watermelon bat. And other colored dragon fruit bat, I guess. But no lemon bat. That's weird. Green and red avocado? What? Wait, is there such a thing as a red avocado? Hold on. Red avocado. Oh. There is such a thing as a red avocado. Okay. See, see, are there such a thing as green oranges? Oh. There are. They're from Vietnam. Probably why they're so freaky looking. Like they fucking survived Nam and now they just can't have orange skin anymore. They're just like, no! You're like, whoa! Right, it's cool, man. It's cool. It's alright. You don't have to. You just don't have to. You know? It's alright. Calm down. Alright. Well, I learned something. I didn't even think that was a real thing. Citrus, yeah, citrus is apparently wild, man. Makes you wonder how anyone got scurvy if there's so much of this weirdness hanging out. The answer is because British people. Well, I know they're red oranges, but like, red's already a color that is found within the color orange. It's like following it. If you like, oh, they're yellow oranges, you'd be like, really? Oh, okay. You know, but like that kind of makes sense. Green orange, on the other hand, that sounds like fantasy world. That sounds like something someone made up. Would I eat it? Well, I'm assuming it tastes like an orange, so yeah. I would definitely try it. Yeah, I know. Well, that's what I was saying, man. Like, because all the Agent Orange, the oranges refuses to be orange anymore. Too much trauma. So it's like, no, we'll just be green on the outside. We're good. Yeah, have some decency, man. Yeah, come on. Yeah, the Buddha hand is another type of fruit. Oh, hold on. Buddha hand. That's horrifying. That's fucking terrifying looking, dude. Like this fucking that's not fruit. That's triffids. That's fucking triffids, man. You know, whoa. I thought dragon fruit was weird. God. Fucking horrifying. Let's see. Oh, no. Okay, so there is a yellow dragon fruit. Okay. All right, so that's what that last one is. Apparently. Huh. Apparently there are multiple colors of dragon fruit. Purple, red, white, and yellow, just to name a few. I've only had dragon fruit once. I gotta be honest. The reason I don't eat dragon fruit has less to do with the way it tastes and more to do with the way it looks. Because they freak me out. I mean, look at that. I mean, that looks like that's gonna be a fight. Now, I don't like my produce to look like it could fucking attack me. Bright-sized fruit cubes of dragon fruit. All right, that I might check out. Because I remember it didn't taste bad. It's just like, what the fuck is that? They're pretty. They're very beautiful looking. I'd fuck one before I ate it. That's what I'm saying. I think that's what I'm saying there. You know. Let's see. Dragon fruit unicorn smoothie bowl from Lupus. What the hell? Okay. Yeah, you got too far. It's time to stop. It's time to stop. Oh. All right. So, actually, Mother Mayhem, I would love to have you on one of the streams again, actually. I know, although I know with 2 kids, that's a bit of a non-starter, but if it's okay for me to ask, I'll probably send you a message on the Instagrams. Because I'm not on Twitter anymore because they banned me, apparently. Oh, well, here's a weird thing. I found out something about Twitter that may explain how I got banned that has nothing to do with content. Radu the dragon fruit. We've covered everything. Yeah. It turns out that if you follow or unfollow too many people in a specific period of time, they fucking suspend your account. But they don't tell you what that number is. Or that it exists. And I have a habit of, like, unfollowing a bunch of people all at once. Like, I unfollowed, like, 300 people in one day. Yeah. So, armed with this knowledge, I am going to see if it makes a difference. You might be okay after 8:30, but I don't stay up too late because the baby gets fed at 5 a.m. Yeah, they made a Dingby as a bot for some strange reason. Yep. Okay, well, I had a great time hanging out with everybody. Mother Mame, I'll keep that in mind. And yeah, so the Nazis may not be to blame this time. So until next time, Ave Satanas, Disco Inferno, and remember, Satan and I love you very much. We love you exactly the way you are. And I will definitely see some of you on Thursday for the regular stream over on Twitch at count_@Twitch TV. I'll see you then. Y'all take care.
Now you might pray to God, y'all, but I like Lucifer best of all. Don't keep changing, Sunday school is a place for fools. It's hot in hell, but the devil's cool. Don't keep changing, So don't just sit there, join